It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Nwangwu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Taking it about the 16. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Lions will take over.
On the set.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Ready.
They go play action with Richardson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And just shutting him off there. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hands it off out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. .51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Now 2nd and 9. Richardson going to move him around. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Palmer. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Grubbs. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Play action. Now Richardson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And good sideline-to-sideline tackling there as they're going to get him down a couple yards short of the first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll go to a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Richardson to the air on first down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Still going. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 75 yards. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And it is now 21-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Nwangu now from his end zone. About the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 2nd down and inches. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now this time, an interception return for another score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Brian Branch with it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Go!
Off play action, Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Richardson off the play fake. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A give, right side for Gibbs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Richardson to throw off play action. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On second down, Grubbs. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 22. And now they're in the hurry-up. On third down, it's Richardson. And he is caught. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 10 yards out. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Richardson. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. He'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Richardson looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 59 yards. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Lions 56, Vikings nothing.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards that time. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action with Richardson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Richardson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now here is another interception. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 79 Broncos.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And quickly, they get to the line. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 63, Vikings 3.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Room here to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 121 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Able to slither by. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Well, fans usually love his